Hey guys, so I'm gonna do a all drugstore look today. Everything that I'm using you can get at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, yeah, drugstores, Target, whatever. So I'm gonna go in first with the Nivea Men's Pull Shave Balm Insensitive. And I'm gonna pour a little bit of this out. And yeah, so let's get started. Like I said yesterday or the day before, I think it was yesterday, in my foundation routine, you'll know that this stuff is ready for you to put your foundation on when it gets tacky. So it goes on really wet and slick and slippery, but the more you rub it in, the tackier it'll be, and it'll be harder for your fingers to glide across. So my pores aren't terrible. Yeah, they're not really terrible, but if you guys have pretty big pores, some days, if mine are pretty big, I'll go in with the Baby Skin by Maybelline. It's a pretty good dupe for pores. What is it? Pores No More by Dr. Brandt, and then the other one is by Benefit, but I can't think of the name of it right now. But yeah, so if you have pores, you can go ahead and put that on, on top of it, and it also will mattify your foundation. But I'm only going to use the Nivea today because my pores are fine right now. So I always rub it through my brows and kind of shape them and get them to be the way I want them to be, so that when I'm ready, I can throw some powder on. All right, so now we're gonna go on with foundation. I'm gonna use the Fit Me Dewy and Smooth and the color 240 Golden Beige. And I'm gonna dump it on one of these little plastic things that I got on top of my Morphe palettes. So for this, yesterday my foundation, I used a beauty blender, but I got a lot of questions asking if I use these brushes also. I do. This is an e.l.f. I think it was an all over perfecting buffing brush. I'm gonna use this today just to show you that, either way, you're gonna get the same. I have the Real Techniques beauty sponge. I honestly, a lot of people really like it. I personally don't, and I can never get it to get as soft as my beauty blender, even though people say that you have to break it in. I've been using it for a while and it still feels pretty hard, so I don't really like it. So I'm just gonna kind of stipple this in all over just to get the coverage that I need, and then once I have it everywhere, I'm gonna start to buff it in. So all right, so a little bit down my neck and on my eyelids also. So now that I've pretty much got this stippled in, I'm gonna go in with the whatever's left and just start to kind of buff it in. See? So as you can see, we are dewy. For foundations like this, I don't really set it, even though it's pretty shiny and whatever, but if you want, you can just go ahead and take a translucent powder. I know, where is it? e.l.f. has a really good translucent powder, but I found that with that you have to use like super light layers because it'll give you a really bad flashback if you're taking pictures with flash. So just keep that in mind. now that I've got my foundation all buffed in and all good to go, I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Age Rewind stick. And I should have, so even though I was saying I don't really like the Real Techniques sponge, since this is gonna be an all drugstore thing, I'm gonna use it. So I'm gonna go in with the same steps that I did in my foundation routine yesterday. I'm gonna bring this up higher on the side of my nose on both sides and bring it down. And then make sure that you can make these lines as straight as possible. I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit. And my dog is spying hardcore. All right, so straight down the nose. This is in the color Neutralizer, which has yellow undertones, so I like it for highlighting my face. All right, so that's that. So even though I don't like this much, it's a drugstore tutorial, so this is what we're gonna use. And we're just gonna blend this out. Okay, and same on this side. And then on the nose as well. And forehead. So, all right, that's what we've got with this so far. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. This is pretty small, like the little bottle and the opening, I don't know if you can see, but so you have to use a pretty small brush to get it, or you can just dump it out on like a plate or something. But for this, I'm just gonna tap out all of those creases, and then I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush, since it's small and it can fit in there. And I'm just gonna take some, tap it off, and go ahead and set under my eye. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my bigger, this is an e.l.f. blush brush, and I'm gonna scoop up a little bit more, and I'm gonna stick it in that triangular shape just so that the highlight is set. And if any of you guys watched my video yesterday, I said that I would compare this to the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, and it's because this stuff really does brighten, as opposed to the translucent powder that I used yesterday. It just kind of set my stuff. This is like really gonna brighten it up. So yeah, and then we can take a little bit more and do your chin, your forehead, and down your nose. Okay, so that's that. See, that's way brighter than it was yesterday. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in again, like I did yesterday, with the Fit Me Shine Free Stick Foundation in the shade 355, and I'm gonna go above my cheekbone. So I'm not taking it on my cheekbone, I'm taking it a little bit higher, and then 2 dots on my temples. Same thing on the other side, a little bit higher. And then I'm gonna do 2 swishes right here. So, and then a little bit on my nose. And when I'm doing the contour on my nose, I only do it a little bit. It's only a little bit on there. I don't bring it all the way up because this stuff is so creamy, it's gonna blend it right out. So, to blend out my nose contour, I always use this brush. I'm actually pretty sure I got this at TJ Maxx. I really have no idea, but if I were to guess, that's where I got it from. So I'm just gonna blend my nose out and then blend it up and up. Alright, and then to blend out the rest of my face, I'm going to take the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. And I'm just going to start pressing this contour in. Alright, and then same on the other side. And then we're gonna blend out this little guy up here. Alright, and so that's what we're looking like so far. So far, so good. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the NYX Highlight and Contour Palette. And I'm gonna take this shade right here, which is really similar to the Kat Von D shade that I showed you guys yesterday. And I need a mirror. And I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with my nose. I'm gonna do right here, and I'm gonna bring it up. And then I'm gonna kind of flick it into my crease of my eye. All right, and then same thing on this side. Bring it up and flick the rest into the crease. So, all right, that's what that's looking like. And then I'm just gonna take this and rub it off on a towel. And then I'm gonna go in with this banana shade right here, just a little bit. And I'm gonna take it straight down my nose. So, straight down my nose. Okay, and so you see how the sides right here look pretty harsh. I'm just gonna take this brush with no extra product on it, and I'm gonna buff those edges so all you're seeing is that right here. Sorry for these like terrible looking faces, but it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so nose contour. All right, and then so for the bronzer that we just put, I'm gonna go over it with the let's see, NYX matte bronzer, and I'm gonna use this Eco Tools, which I think they sell them at Target. No, Walmart. I think it's Walmart. And this is just like a big fluffy paddle brush, and I'm just gonna dip it in, tap it off, and just go for it. Same thing.
Oh my god.
All right, and so you can see I went pretty heavy right here. So I'm just gonna take the same brush and kind of buff it out. Okay. Yeah, and so now, I think I'm gonna do blush for this one. I'm gonna go in with the, no. All right, I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal True Match blush in 1-2 Precious Peach. And I'm gonna take that on a Real Techniques stipple brush. I've rubbed off the name. I'm pretty sure it's just a stipple brush. And I'm just gonna do it in there, and I'm gonna run it right kind of on top of that bronzer. And this blush kind of has a little bit of a sheen to it. So it'll give you that nice flushed look. Okay, and then to finish off the contour, I'm gonna go back in with the NYX Pro Contour Palette, and I'm gonna take the same shade that I did to do my nose, and then I'm gonna dip it in this shade, but I'll show you. So I'm gonna take this shade first, tap off the excess, because these are pretty powdery, and I'm gonna do it right on my cheekbones, but I'm kind of bringing it forward in a kind of C shape. So like that. And then same thing on this side. All right, and then I'm gonna take this darker color. It's more of a cool tone. I'm gonna take that, and I'm just gonna focus it back here and along my temple. So, right here. And then same on the other side. Okay, and you can see this is coming more forward in that. Same thing, just take your powder brush and kind of clean it up. Okay, so that's that. And then I honestly don't have anything that I do my, oh wait, yes I do. Okay, so for my brows, this is gonna be a task. I haven't used this in forever. This is Define a Brow by Maybelline in medium brown. And I'm gonna need a mirror for this, so. All right, I'm gonna zoom you out a little bit more. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna.
Roses by the stairs.
Oh.
So
Can you hear them?
I will not go.
And then I'm just gonna trace my brow. Just like that. So, tracing it. And then when we get to the tail, I'm gonna push pretty hard so I get the most color payoff there. And then I'm gonna lightly bring it to the front. Okay, and so you see how there's this kind of nothingness there. I'm just gonna barely tap it. And then I'm gonna take my, well, I don't even know where it is. There it is. Okay. And then I'm gonna take my e.l.f. small angled brush. Make sure there's nothing weird on there, like purple shadows or something. All right, and then I'm going to just kind of smudge it along, smudge it forward. So it's a lot lighter. And we're just kind of blending it out. All right, and that's that. And then same thing on the other eye. I'm probably gonna fast forward you guys a lot through this brow part. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so now we're just gonna take this and we're gonna blend it out. And I think there might have been some purple shadow on this brush that I'm blending with because there's some purple blue hues in my brow right now. And I don't really know how I feel about it. All right, so okay. Just like I said in my brow tutorial, your brows are sisters, not twins. They're not gonna look the same probably ever. So that's about as good as it's gonna get for me. And I always arch this brow like all the time. So I feel like it's just higher automatically. I don't know if that is actually a thing or not, but it's just higher. So, okay, so now we're gonna go back to our eyes. And for this, I think I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Nude 1 palette just because it's easy and nudes are always the best choice. So I'm gonna take, let's see here. I'm gonna take this brush here and where is it? Okay, and this brush here. This brush I got at Marshall's. I think it's similar to a Real Techniques. I've had it forever. Like the names are written off. Yeah, names are completely written off. I don't know what it is. I don't prime my eyes because I don't really have greasy eyelids or oily eyelids or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this shade right here, which is kind of a neutral tone brown. And I'm gonna use that as my transition. So tapping it off, and then we're just gonna kind of stick it in there. Okay. And then the higher I go up, the lighter I'm blending. Okay. Okay, and then same on the other eye. Okay. Again, this light is pretty bright, so this eye is the eye that you should be focusing on. Okay, so that's that. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the shade right next to it, which is like a even cooler, like milky chocolate brown color, but it's still pretty dark. Okay, so I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna take this on my e.l.f. professional blending brush. It's one of their older ones. I don't even know if they still have it anymore. And I'm gonna take this low into the crease. And I'm gonna buff it in all the way around. So you can see there, all right, so there's a light brown here, and then it goes up into that lighter brown. Okay? And then same thing on the other eye. Okay, and then we're gonna take that and we're gonna blend it out a little bit more up here. All right, so that's what we're working with. I think I'm gonna do a gold for this brown look. That looks like, okay. For this brown, since it's brown and gold's the easiest for me to go for. So I'm gonna take the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in Eternal Sunshine, number 997. It looks like this. It's just a pressed powder. And I'm gonna go in with another EcoTools brush. It's just a shader brush. It's good for packing on color. A lot of times I like to use this wet, but for today, it's fine. Just dry. All right, and then we're just gonna pack this on in the eyelid. On the eyelid, not in the eyelid. Okay, and then same on the other side. I honestly do like this shadow better if you wet spray it with like Fix Plus or like whatever setting spray you have, just so it's damp. It sticks a lot better and it lasts a lot longer, and there's way more pigment in it. Okay. Okay. So let me see if you can just kind of, they look the same. Okay, maybe you can do a little bit more gold right there. All right, so that's what we got. And then I'm gonna take, this is the brush that came in this palette. I'm gonna use just this little bottom part. It comes with like a sponge and then a little brush. I'm gonna use this bottom brush just to buff in the two colors that we put in our transition and our crease, and I'm just gonna run it right under the waterline. I don't think I'm gonna wear any eyeliner for this, so yeah. And then same on the other side. Okay, maybe if I turn this light off, it'll kind of be more even looking. Nope, absolutely not. Okay, so let me put this back. And then I'm debating on whether or not I should do eyeliner. I think I'll save that for a different tutorial. Okay, so for lashes. I don't have any drugstore lashes, but I have lashes that are really cheap, and I'm gonna use lashes that I've been using for like the last 3 months, which are Cocoa lashes in the style Soho. They're $6, so I mean, they're not sold at the drugstore, but you can get them online. I've worn these, I'm not even kidding, for 3 months straight. They still look fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull all of the glue off. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same on the other eye. Okay. So next I'm gonna run through with, where is it? This is a disaster. Okay, I'm gonna use the Maybelline Lash, I'm not even in focus. Alright, I'm gonna use the Maybelline Lash Sensational. My dog is so close to knocking this camera over. Okay, Lash Sensational by Maybelline. And I'm just gonna do a quick coat. Okay, and same on the other side. And for my top lashes, I'm just doing a big enough coat so that they're all coated black, so that they blend in with the lashes. Okay, and then same. For the lower. Okay. Okay. So now that we've got our mascara on, we're gonna go in with the lashes. All right, so I'm gonna do a thin coat on this lash, set this down, grab the other lash, and do another thin coat. And then set, oh, Jesus. And then set that down. Okay. So while I'm waiting for those lashes to dry, we're gonna go in with a highlight. I'm gonna use a Sonia Kashuk fan brush, and I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild highlight in Hollywood Boulevard. Yeah. All right, and then we're just gonna pop this. It has a lot of gold, but it also has pink undertones. So since I put that peachy blush on, it'll go just fine. And I'm just gonna stick it right on top of my cheekbones. And then I'm gonna drag it a little bit above my eyebrow. And then same on this side. And then a little bit above my also, this highlighter specifically has a really awesome wet to dry formula. So if you want to spritz your brush the same way after you've got the product on, so put some product on, what am I even saying? Spritz with, you know, a setting spray, whatever, like your highlight will be out of this world. So I'm gonna take a little bit over my Cupid's bow also, and then on the tip of my nose. I'm gonna use my finger for this actually. And yeah, I'm pretty much glowing. And so these eyelashes should be good to go now. Where did I put my tweezers? They're more than good to go now. I'm just gonna have to use these. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop these on real quick. I start in the middle and do one side at a time. So pull these to the front, stick them. All right, and then same for this eye. I'm gonna pop them on in the middle. And then stick each side down. All right, you guys, that's pretty much, if you want, you can add some eyeliner if that's what you're going for. I'm not going to because I'm not doing anything today. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope that you liked it.